Nobody knows for sure what the world will look like in 210 years. But we do know one thing. The choices we make today will shape the generations to come.
Every generation leaves behind a legacy. In 7 generations from now, people will either thank us for the future we built or wonder why we wasted the chance.
In this film, we will imagine the kind of world we hope to leave behind. One built on peace, freedom, innovation, health, and cooperation.
History shows that peace is possible, even after the darkest conflicts. The United Nations was born from the ashes of war. Even during the Cold War, rivals managed to cooperate, like when America and the Soviet astronauts shook hands in space.
This is a full agenda. Is one form or another. Every element connects to the most essential of all human endeavors, the pursuit of peace. Peace can achieve wonders that wars never will. Wars destroy, peace builds. But in today's troubled world, building peace is a conscious, bold, and even radical act. It's humanity's greatest responsibility, and that responsibility belongs to us all, individually and collectively. In this difficult and divided moment, let's meet that obligation for today and future generations, starting here, starting now. For my part, I can guarantee that I will never give up fighting for peace, and I thank you.
Peace is not just the absence of war, it is the presence of trust and cooperation, of people choosing dialogue over destruction. 7 generations from now, we imagine a world where peace is permanent and is the foundation for everything else humanity builds.
Throughout history, people have demanded freedom, from the civil rights marches in the United States to the fall of the Berlin Wall, and in South Africa, where decades of legalized racial segregation finally came to an end.
Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another.
Those words, spoken by Nelson Mandela in 1994, marked the birth of a new South Africa. And decades earlier, Martin Luther King Jr. reminded the world, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. 7 generations from now, freedom should not be something people must fight for. It should be something every person is born with.
Every leap in technology reshapes the world, but with artificial intelligence, we face one of the greatest questions of all. Will it save us or destroy us?
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful. But I think the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't compete and would be superseded.
Thank you for those fascinating insights. Thank you very much, Professor Hawking.
Hawking's words remind us that every new technology brings both risks and opportunities. 7 generations from now, AI could either become a threat we failed to control or a tool that finally helps us cure diseases, protect the planet, and explore beyond our world.
Medicine has changed everything. In just a few generations, life expectancy has risen across the globe. Hans Rosling demonstrated this better than anyone, showing how the world went from sickness and poverty to health and progress.
It was pretty crowded down there, wasn't it? All countries were sick and poor. Life expectancy were below 40 in all countries. And only UK and the Netherlands were slightly better off, but not much. And now, why start the world? The Industrial Revolution makes countries in Europe and elsewhere move away from the rest. But the colonized countries in Asia and Africa, they are stuck down there. And eventually, the Western countries get healthier and healthier. And now we slow down to show the impact of the First World War and the Spanish flu epidemic. What a catastrophe! And now I speed up through the 1920s and the 1930s. And in spite of the Great Depression, Western countries forge on towards greater wealth and health. Japan and some others try to follow, but most countries stay down here. Now, after the tragedies of the Second World War, we stop a bit to look at the world in 1948.
Rosling showed us how medicine and public health have reshaped life itself in just 200 years. But 7 generations from now, the question will not only be whether new breakthroughs extend life, it will be whether every nation, rich or poor, can share equally in those advances. A future where health is not a privilege, but a guarantee.
Our planet has limits, and we've already seen what happens when we push them too far. From polluted rivers to rising seas, from burning forests to record-breaking heat waves, the evidence is all around us.
If working apart, we are a force powerful enough to destabilize our planet, surely working together, we are powerful enough to save it. In my lifetime, I've witnessed a terrible decline. In yours, you could and should witness a wonderful recovery. That desperate hope, ladies and gentlemen, delegates, excellency, is why the world is looking to you and why you are here. Thank you.
The message is simple. What has been broken can also be repaired. Clean energy, restored ecosystem, and sustainable cities are already within reach. The challenge is not innovation, it is action. The future isn't written. It will be shaped by the choices we make now.
Peace, freedom, health, and a clean planet aren't distant dreams. They are the future we want and the future we can build if we work together.
Generations from now, people will judge us by whether we came together or turned against each other.
The decision is ours today.